Live with clickorlando.com and streaming on News 6 Plus. This is News 6 at 6, getting results.
Arrested, then resigned, and tonight there are efforts to get a former councilman off another governing body. But first, demonstrations of hate, putting law enforcement on alert, anti-Semitic messages passed around Volusia County. One of them projected on the side of Daytona International Speedway during the busy race weekend. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Bell.
I'm Ginger Gadsden in for Matt Austin. Detectives say hate groups targeted Ormond Beach, Port Orange, and Daytona Beach with anti-Semitic flyers and offensive displays. News 6 investigator Mike DeForest asked the sheriff what can be done, if anything, to stop this. Well, Central Florida bracing for some steamy temps as we take a live look now over Daytona Beach. This is gorgeous. On Friday, we broke records, and this week, temps could be hitting historic highs. Chief Meteorologist Tom Searles is pinpointing the heat wave. Tom.
Come take a look at what's happening tonight. We're doing well, really great all across the southeast. Temperature readings are in the 70s. We're still holding at 79 in Orlando. Later this week, though, the records start coming again. On Wednesday, our forecast high is 89. The record on Wednesday is 88 in Orlando, so that's another record in the books. And by Thursday, we could have the hottest day in February ever if we hit 91. Right now, it's 77 degrees at the port. Beautiful. Sun setting low. The on-the-town forecast, it's fine. We'll fall into the low to mid-60s by about 4 a.m. I'll be right back to pinpoint that high for you on Thursday and talk about how long these above normal temperatures are going to stick around.
Tom, thank you. A mom of two with a good heart. Family remembering a young woman who was killed in a hit-and-run crash. Troopers say a pickup truck hit the 28-year-old while she was riding her motorized scooter on Saturday night along Bonneville Drive near East Colonial Drive. That is in East Orange County. News 6's Brian Didlake spoke with the woman's mom, who is pleading for anyone with information to come forward. The family is setting up a GoFundMe to help with burial expenses. If you would like to donate, we have posted a link on our website, clickorlando.com. And if you have any information on the crash, you are asked to call Crime Line or the Florida Highway Patrol.
The state attorney's office files charges against a now former councilman as leaders try to get him off another governing body. Peter Filiberto resigned from Palm Bay City Council on Friday after his arrest. He's now expected to lose his seat on Brevard County's Planning and Zoning Board. Commissioners are set to talk about it tomorrow. Police say Filiberto had cocaine in his socks as he rode his motorcycle impaired and with a suspended license earlier this month. The state attorney's office now filing charges, including drug possession, which is a felony.
My heart goes out to Pete and his family. I believe Pete did the right thing in resigning.
The mayor of Palm Bay says the city is planning a special meeting, possibly next week, to begin the process of appointing Filiberto's replacement. The mayor expects council to choose someone in the next 2 months. That person would fill Filiberto's seat until the general election next year.
In Osceola County, police are looking for the person accused of shooting into a car, hurting the driver. Kissimmee police got a call about shots fired at North Hoagland Boulevard and West Vine Street last week, just after 9 p.m. They say the driver, who was shot, is expected to be okay. Officers shared these pictures of the car they say might be involved in the shooting. They say it is possibly a 2004 to 2007 Ford 500. If you recognize this vehicle, you're asked to call Kissimmee Police.
Rental car issues seem to be improving after a chaotic weekend at Orlando International Airport. People describing the situation as stressful as they waited hours in line only to find out no cars were available. An airport spokesperson says events like the Daytona 500 led to an increase in demand this weekend, combined with a reduced inventory after the pandemic led to issues in Orlando, one of the hottest rental car markets in the country. The airport says another issue is people who do not return their rental cars on schedule. It says it is up to the car companies to get more cars here.
A long-awaited discussion is set for tomorrow in Marion County. Commissioners are expected to talk about a plan to bring another Buc-ee's to Central Florida. The discussion was supposed to happen last month, what was put on hold. The proposed development near I-75, just north of Ocala, would feature an 80,000 square foot travel center complete with 120 gas pumps. Buc-ee's has two other Florida locations, one in Daytona Beach, the other just north in St. Augustine.
A local school district to become the first in the state to transport students on electric school buses. They cost more, but leaders say they are more cost effective. We'll explain next. Tom.
Take a look at Daytona Beach at news time. It's beautiful. When you have heat like this, why not hit the beach? I'll be right back to pinpoint how warm we're going to be tomorrow and when the records start to fall.
He was a perfect man to go through this experience as a role model, as a model for other students here.
Walking at graduation is the last chance for students to leave their mark despite taking on a new challenge along with his course load. The first African-American graduate was not allowed to participate, coming up the permanent honor at his alma mater. You're watching News 6 at 6. Getting results. We will be right back.
YouTube uproar.
Super awesome video!
But did some videos go too far? Next, Inside Edition.
Tonight at 7:30 on News 6.
News 6 is celebrating Black History Month. Every day, we'll be sharing stories live about the trailblazers and barrier breakers who have inspired innovation in our society, rooted right here in Central Florida. Celebrate the achievements of many African Americans who have shaped our nation throughout history, only on News 6 and News 6 Plus.
Sponsored by Cool Today.
Here's what's new with News 6, sponsored by Checkers. Celebrate Black History Month with News 6 as we bring you different stories every day, highlighting people and stories rooted right here in Central Florida. Visit clickorlando.com/Black History Month.
Later this week, CBS Sports will present live coverage of UEFA Champions League soccer. Some of that coverage will preempt our local news programming, specifically our 4 p.m. newscast on Tuesday, February 21st and Wednesday, February 22nd. But don't worry, News 6 Getting Results has you covered with several options to watch Julie, Ginger, Lisa, and Tom at the office or on the go. First, you can always watch News 6 on your phone or tablet. Download the News 6 app in the Apple or Google Play Store to get started. Next, you can watch online on your laptop or desktop at clickorlando.com. Just click on the top banner, Watch News 6 to see our newscasts. And finally, if you want to watch us on the big screen, download our new News 6 Plus app directly onto your smart TV, just like any other streaming app. It's available for all these different platforms: Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, Google TV, and Android TV. Head on over to any of these app stores and search News 6 Plus or WKMG to get started.
Live with Matt Austin, Lisa Bell, weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells, and sports with Sports Director Jamie Say. This is News 6 at 6. Getting results.
He paved the way but could not walk at graduation. Nearly 60 years later, there is now a permanent reminder of his hard work and sacrifice.
Charles Martin was the first African-American student to graduate from Osceola High School. News 6's Emily McLeod shows us how his legacy lives on at his alma mater. Orange County Public Schools is going green. The district unveiled its new fleet of electric school buses. Leaders say the district will be the first in the state to put the buses on the road with students on board. They secured 6 electric buses through grant funding. The buses cost about 3 times more than a diesel bus, but will have lower maintenance costs and no oil changes. Right now, leaders are seeing how well they work to decide if it makes sense to add more of them.
We want to make sure that these buses will meet our operational needs. These buses will have a range of anywhere from 100 miles to 200 miles.
The district will evaluate the use of its electric buses at the end of the year. Part of the evaluation includes infrastructure of charging stations and, of course, bus driver training.
All right, Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells standing by, pinpointing some changing temperatures for us. They are going to be soaring over the next few days.
That's a good way to put it. I mean, we're already up there pretty high. We're going even higher. Come look at radar. We're dry. A couple of things to keep in mind. High pressure is going to really change things around here, make it really get hot and dry before the week is over. And warm air or dry air heats up and becomes warm air to hot air very quickly. If we had enough moisture in the air, we wouldn't get this warm. But when it's this dry, we warm up rapidly. Temperatures across the southern half of the U.S. right now: 66 Oklahoma City, 70 as far north as Memphis. That's warm, warm, warm. 79 right now in Miami. Here's the deal breaker. Big ridge of high pressures here, slowly sliding over us as the week wears on. We get on the backside of it and we really start to warm up. Causes all the air to sink, traps all the cold air to the north, and puts the heat on us in Central Florida. When did the record start? Well, they come back on Wednesday. Wednesday's forecast high is 89. Record on the date is 88. You see the rest of the viewing area, either close to a record or getting a new record. By Thursday, it's even hotter. On Thursday, our forecast high is 91. The hottest we've ever been any day in February is 90. So if we verify that 91-degree day on Thursday, that goes into the record books as the hottest day in February in recorded history in Orlando. Let's see if we get it. Daytona Beach at news time. Temperature reading is 77. Our wind support tonight, kind of from the southwest already. Here is tomorrow.
Your forecast is sponsored by Del Air Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical.
Daytime high tomorrow, 2 or 3 degrees warmer than we were today. We're going to a high of 86. Come check out the week ahead. Low tonight in Orlando tumbles to 60. High tomorrow, 86 with fog early. Ash Wednesday, 89. Then on Thursday, could be the hottest February day ever in Orlando. The forecast high goes to 91 degrees. And even though we're off the mark Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's still super warm.
That is hot. Tom, thank you. Tonight at 7, an unbelievable sight on I-4.
Police received call after a woman was spotted in traffic in a motorized wheelchair.
And they're like, look, and I'm looking at the, I'm like, are you kidding me?
They were not kidding. What police are saying about that unusual trip on the interstate and what we know about the woman in the wheelchair. Plus, Brightline is one more big step closer to linking Orlando and Miami with speedy train service, the new addition to the fleet, and new clues about when you may be able to hop on board. That's at 7. Ryan is here now with sports.
Yeah, and it was all about the Daytona 500 champion today at the Speedway.
Yes, the annual Champions Breakfast held at the track this morning, and not a lot of folks had Ricky Stenhouse Jr. on their bingo card. We'll hear from the champ just ahead. And how about taking another look back at that finish to last night's 500? What Stenhouse's crew chief and the guy who came in second had to say is just ahead.
And then he and William Byron.
Truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, yes, I got huge results. We need to change that banner, getting huge results.
I have a confession to make. There's another part of me you may not know.
Welcome back to News 6. It is Ricky's day at Daytona. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., fresh off his first ever Daytona 500 win, had another chance to bask in the glow of his triumph because today is the annual Champions Breakfast at the Speedway. And we'll be right back.
It's golden hour in Daytona Beach. It's all beautiful. Temperature reading right now is 77. The next couple of days, though, hot, 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 hot.
Thank you for joining us. The CBS Evening News is next.
And always get the latest at clickorlando.com. We'll see you back here at 7.